Alright guys, welcome to the channel. Hope you're all having a blessed evening. It's pretty much 9 o'clock, Wednesday evening. Yeah, tomorrow I'm going to a Bible study, the old Bible study I used to go to. I think it's back on now from what I've heard, from what I've gathered, so yeah, I'm going to be going to that again. Over Thursday I'm going to get a taxi home this time now. I'm going to make sure I got my taxi fare, because travelling through a town at that time of night used to do my head in. Don't get me wrong, there weren't loads of problems or nothing, but I just I didn't like travelling through a town at that time, really, to be honest with you. So I'm going to get a taxi when I go on a Thursday from now on. Only the one way, just on the way back. So yeah, that's good. I'll be going to that tomorrow, so I'll be keeping in the Word of God, which is very important. So it's the only way to know how to battle against the devil. So it's very important. Also, I've decided I'm going to carry on with the weights. I look at Jason Momoa, I look at The Rock, I look at Tom Hardy. They're all big blokes. They all work out, but they're do you know what I mean? They don't look too bad. So, and there's some jiu-jitsu guys that don't look too bad, even though they work out, they lift weights, they do press-ups, etc. and stuff. I think what it was before with me, I'd lift weights and I wouldn't do no cardio. I'm still pretty big and strong now, to be honest with you. It's just I've been doing a bit more cardio. That's why my face has slimmed down a little bit. But yeah, I've decided I'm gonna carry on with the weights. I just feel more like I can cope with more in life when I do that. And I feel like I can do more for the kingdom of God as well by doing that. So yeah, that's my reasoning behind that. So that's what I think I'm gonna do. I'm gonna continue with the weights. I'm not gonna get too big. I'm not gonna lift an insane amount. I don't want to be like a Ronnie Coleman or a Lee Priest. I don't want to be that big. But look at Momoa or The Rock. Obviously, they're bigger men than me. They're taller than me by quite a bit. So I'm not going to be there. And they're bigger than me anyway. So I'm not going to be their size. But for my own frame, built like those guys. Do you know what I mean? For my own frame. So that's what I want to do. Decided. It helps to be strong in life. Do you know what I mean? It just does. Jesus was pretty strong, I believe, even though he had a soft side. He was still strong. Do you know what I mean? Soft on the outside, strong on the inside, kind of thing. Well, I can't say that actually. It was soft on the inside and strong on the outside. Do you know what I mean? That's what I gather from Jesus. It was a bit of everything. Jesus was. He was a servant. He could rebuke people. He had authority. He had an authority about him. It was a bit of a mixed bag, and I think I'm a bit of a mixed bag, really, to be honest with you. I'm reasonably strong, reasonably, but I've got a soft inside, unless unless I'm pushed too much, do you know what I mean? But usually I've got a soft inside, and that's the way I am, do you know what I mean? I don't like conflict, I don't like drama, I don't like any of that, but I realise that's a part of life, do you know what I mean? So I want to be strong to, do you know what I mean, to deal with all that kind of thing. I realise I have to rely on the Lord as well. Do you know what I mean? You can't rely on your own strength completely, because there's always going to be someone bigger and stronger than you. And just the way life is, how unpredictable life is, you have to rely on God. Do you know what I mean? You just do. In a lot of ways. But God's a good God, and He's a just God. Do you know what I mean? So He works things out. That's all I can say. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna carry on with the weights. I'm probably gonna do some in a bit. I think I'm gonna after I've done this video, I'm gonna probably put the UFC on, because I haven't seen the latest events. So I wanna catch up with that, and and I'm gonna do some weights, I think, and probably some cardio after, if I'm not too tired after the weights. Probably do a bit of dancing. Maybe I might have a bit of a rest first. Probably gonna need a bit of a rest first, because the weights are gonna take it out of me. But I might do some dancing before bed, or maybe tomorrow. I think I'm gonna be fit for bed after doing these weights, to be honest with you. I just do. But we'll see. Who knows? Hopefully I have a second wind. But I don't think I'm going to get any work done tonight. But I've got a bit of time still. Not loads of time, but a bit of time. But then again, I haven't really. I'm running out of time, so I need to get on the old work. I'll do. Again, falling behind again. Maybe I'll lift weights and do some. Maybe I won't do the dancing. Maybe I'll just lift the weights and crack on with the work. Maybe. I think that's probably what I'll do. If I'm not too tired after lifting the weights, I may fall asleep after lifting the weights. But we'll see. But yeah, guys, I don't think I'm going to do any words today. I done a word earlier, and I read a bit of the Bible earlier, so I'm a bit sort of tired with the reading and preaching, so I need a bit of a break. This is just a quick check-in with you guys, just to let you know my thoughts and where I'm at, kind of thing. So yeah, definitely thinking of carrying on with the weights. I'm not going to get massive, but like a Momoa or The Rock maybe, like not to their size. I'm not going to get to their size anyway, because they're bigger men, do you know what I mean? But yeah, certainly going to carry on with the weights and just see where it takes me, kind of thing. But I'm not going to lift I'm not going to go too crazy, because I don't want to get too big, do you know what I mean? I don't want to get too bulky. I want to be built but lean, do you know what I mean? Like an Anatoly, like I said before, like an Anatoly. But I'm gonna do cardio as well. I'm gonna start doing some dancing again, because the dancing I used to be really into, and it used to really help me look good at one point in time. So the dancing is something I'm gonna definitely start up again. Definitely. And like I say, the weights as well. I'm gonna carry on with the weights. I've been thinking about, because I got a bit of time on my hands at the moment. Like in the day. A bit more than I'd like, to be honest. I might start looking for part-time work again. I may do. I don't know though. I haven't made up my mind yet completely, but I may do that. Because some people do. My tutor reckons some people do the course I'm doing with a full-time job as well. I find that hard to believe, but maybe some people can do it. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? But yeah. Well, maybe they can actually. If you do a couple of hours a night, maybe you could. Was it 2? Yeah, maybe a couple of hours a night, 2.5 hours a night. You could do it with a full-time job if you really pushed it, I reckon. It's just like the resits, when you have to do the resits and prepare for the assessments. That's the only thing that I think could be hard with a full-time job, but obviously some people do it. Do you know what I mean? He said that, so yeah. But yeah, I've struggled, but I've had things go wrong at times and stuff. So, but if I had a strict routine, maybe doing 3 hours every night, maybe that'd be the best idea. But I don't think you feel like doing work every day, though. I mean, like coursework. If it was physical work, you probably wouldn't mind, but then again, coursework, it's no different. I suppose it's no different, really. You just got to do what you got to do, ain't you? Do you know what I mean? I'm making excuses here. Excuse box. No, you can do it. You can do it. Yeah. Maybe that's what I should have done. Maybe I should have set aside 3 hours every day and stuck to it. Probably would have been the better idea, really, than how I've tackled it. I've just had breaks and done it when I felt like it, really. When I've been in the mood, I've done it for a bit longer than 2-3 hours. Well, no, usually about 2-3 hours. But yeah, at times I've been doing it more than that, because I've had days off and stuff, so, and done other things. So that probably weren't the best idea, but yeah, maybe from now on. Maybe I'll start trying to do 2-3 hours every day. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll change up my routine. See how that goes. Perhaps I will. Perhaps I will. Maybe I'll try that. See how I get on. And on that note, guys, I'm gonna love you and leave ya. And yeah, I'm gonna put the UFC on, watch a bit of the UFC, lift some weights. Then try and do a couple of hours of my work. Try to, and then go to bed. So yeah, that's the plan. That's the we'll see how it goes. But yeah, thinking that's what I'm gonna do anyway. Thinking that's what I'm gonna do. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, guys, that's all I want to say for now. So yeah, that's it. Read a bit of the Bible earlier. Done a word for you guys earlier. Read the Bible then as well. So I've read a couple of chapters today. So that's not too bad. Could be better. Could do with doing 3 really, but when you're doing other work as well and you're reading again, it's not nice to read too much. So 2 chapters is probably about right, to be honest. But I need to make sure I do that every day. I'm at a Bible study tomorrow, so I've no doubt I'll definitely probably do more than a couple of chapters tomorrow. But yeah, because I don't know if I'll do a part-time job or not. I might just carry on as I am and make my schedule a bit busier. It's just in the day, really. That's all it is. It's like the evenings are fine, because I like to do different things in the evening, like lift weights, or I don't know, have a shower, or tidy up a little bit, or do a bit of my work, or do you know what I mean? All sorts of things really I like to do in the evening, but in the day I just, yeah, in the day is not the best for me. I struggle to find stuff to do in the day. So that's what I need to change really, and maybe a part-time job would be ideal for that. Don't struggle for stuff to do in the evening. Like I say, I'm going to go to the Bible study. I'm thinking of going to some other thing on a Wednesday to help with my studying. And perhaps I'm going to check it out. They may not want me. They may not want me. They might reject me. So I'm going to see how it goes. Something I've discovered. So yeah, they may not. They've got to. I've got to decide if it's a right fit for me, and they've got to decide if I'm the right fit for them, basically. So so yeah, but it's just like a group, like a social group to do with tech related stuff, basically. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I think that's all I want to say, really, guys. To be honest with you, I've said everything I need to say. You're all updated. You're all updated. So yeah. So yeah, that's it, guys. I don't think I've got anything else to say. I'm just gonna watch a bit of the UFC, lift some weights, probably have a shower, then maybe do a bit of work and go to bed. That's my plan. We'll see if I do that, but that's my plan. So yeah, that's all I want to say. So take care, guys. God bless, much love, and I'll be back soon. Take care, guys. Love you all.